I love how the very instant that I step outside the realm of like popular anime, or at least the shows that are like constantly talked about like on anime message boards, stuff like Evangelion, stuff like Kill la Kill, shit like well, what's another example of a show I didn't like? uh, um, there are lots of shows, right, that I've watched over the past couple of weeks that I don't, the past couple of months that I really didn't care for. Like there were a lot, and as a result of that, like I was kind of losing hope that I would ever find like anything fun or interesting ever again. And out of nowhere, completely out of nowhere, I discover a show that I'd never heard of before, that I had no expectations, that I thought like looked kind of interesting, that I decided to check it out, and had my mind completely blown by a surprisingly compelling coming of age like school drama, Assassination Classroom, about a super organism being. I almost said superhuman, but like it's a super organism, a highly evolved super organism, teaching a classroom of students how to kill him. And he's surprisingly good at it too. It's a bizarre like sort of concept, right? Where you have this creature that's like incredibly intelligent, that's incredibly hard to kill, that has like all these crazy otherworldly powers, and like he arranges a deal with the government that he has to what all he wants to do is like teach this class, and if he doesn't teach this like specific middle school class, he'll just destroy the world. So like the government is just like, we have to let him do it because we can't kill him, but we're gonna have to make it so that we're gonna have to like send assassins after him. So like the entire setup is that the students are being tasked with like the elimination of their teacher, this otherworldly being, and it sounds like really dark, but it really isn't. Quite the opposite. In fact, like the show seems to like take this concept in like a radical different direction than you might expect. The teacher is actually Kuro Sensei, the unkillable sensei, is a surprisingly really good teacher who's really invested in like the growth and development of the students, like helping them like resolve their personal problems at home and like with their schoolwork in particular. And the students really start to like him, really start to care about him, even though they are trying to assassinate him for on the orders of the government. And part of the way through the show, it kind of feels like a missed opportunity, because like the show really does a great job like setting up the initial concept. Like it feels almost like a wasted opportunity, right? Like very early on, where like you start to realize this is the direction they're going in, like developing all these characters, and like, you know, all the students aren't given all that much focus. Like it feels like almost like the show could easily fall into like this trap of being this formulaic, repetitive mess.
Being dishonest, that's not really her responsibility. She should make some sort of effort, but it's
some sort of like repetitive mess, right? But it's not. Like just when you think like the show has like settled into like its personality, its formula, it completely turns it on its head. Time and time and time and time and time again. It's not a long show. It's about like 2 seasons long. I have about like 10 episodes left. But I was shocked by the sheer amount of like well implemented, engaging plot twists regarding the setting and the characters. Like unbelievable. Plot twist after plot twist after plot twist. Subversion after subversion after subversion. I was shocked when I realized that like by the time season 2 came around, and seeing like, you know, Nagisa's background, the confrontation with like the Reaper, just things like that, like things that made me realize just how complex and deep these characters actually are. The show kind of tricks you in a way with how it's set up and how it goes about its business. Like it downright manipulates you into thinking that like it's one thing, and then just shows that it's so much more. Like, I haven't finished the show yet. Like, I'm about, like, 10 more episodes to go in. But, like, I've been... This probably isn't going to go on to my all-time favorites or anything like that. But, like, to say that I didn't enjoy this all the way through would be a severe understatement. Like, I find, like... I find myself really impressed by how they develop these characters. Characters like Karasama, who come off as, like, really boring, but, like, have these really good, like, character moments. Like, it's so good. Characters like Bitch Sensei, like, who seem like very one note and very one dimensional, but turn out to, like, have these very surprisingly compelling backgrounds and personalities and involvement with the students and character growth. There's very real character development in this, and it comes out, like, very, very different than you might expect. I just I just loved it so much. It is so entertaining, like, almost all the way through. There are a handful of bad episodes, I'm not gonna lie. Some of the like, early on, like, especially, there are some sequences that feel like they drag on, but, like, for the most part, like, this was extremely entertaining, and I kind of I can't wait to finish it. I can't wait to take the time to do it. I think I might do it this weekend, actually. I really, really enjoyed Assassination Classroom, and I highly, highly recommend it.